Somebody pointed me to look at child A, um, so I am. It's quite interesting that 23rd of February 2016, the hospital now are involved in a legal claim against child A. On 28th of January, the coroner wrote to the trust asking for reports from all junior doctors involved in baby A. I don't know why they've changed it from calling it baby A to child A. I thought it was always baby A, baby B, baby C, and now it's child, but whatever. Okay, and it says here, we were informed that child A's parents had a number of concerns in relation to his treatment. Number of concerns. So, yeah, and we're seeking legal representation. We're in the process of gathering the reports from the junior doctors, 8 in total. Potential claims for both mother and baby were received by legal services on 16th of February 2016. So, if there's claims against both the mother and the baby, well, Lucy wouldn't have been looking after the mother if she was a neonatal nurse. Also interesting that they're asking, there's no mention of nurses, and they're asking for reports from the junior doctors. So I wonder what it is in fact that the mothers were complaining about. I'd love to know a little bit more. If I find any more, I'll let you know. So that was February 2016, and then come December 2016, after they'd started to pin things on Lucy, after we get the chart going, and there's the rumour mill going, finally, so basically an email from Joshua Swash, I'm not quite sure who he is, to some sort of Louis Brown, following on from our pre-inquest meeting, 8th of September, yada yada yada. Finally, following on from our conversation prior to the pre-inquest meeting on the 8th of September surrounding the nurse's involvement in the care of child A, having investigated the records, I can confirm she was involved in the care of child A. Stephen has suggested that it would be helpful if we could have a conversation with you regarding this issue this week, if possible. And after that, dear Mr. Harvey, from Joshua Swash, you will note that the nurse has recently been moved out of the neonatal unit that was involved in the care of baby child A. So they're definitely wanting to pin this on the nurse. I have got the notes from this meeting, but they're handwritten, and because I don't have any medical training, I don't really. They're difficult to read for me because I don't actually know what I'm looking for, but they might be of interest to you. I noticed right from the outset, was the nurse something in the child's care, and then at the end, there we go there. Definitely trying to pin it on Lucy there. But I have found something of interest. So the coroner's report on this, it was an unascertained post-mortem and inquest, and yet it's Lucy got charged, found guilty for air embolism. But I have got page 8 of a file note on the 10th of the 10th 2016. So would this be before the police investigation? I think so. And I've only got page 8. Would like to have the other pages. However, there's some interesting stuff on page 8. So the coroner is Mr. Reinberg. Dr. S confirmed that there have been cases of respiratory arrest followed by cardiac arrest, where an air embolism would be present, and normally one would see froth when the heart was opened up, where the blood had mixed with oxygen. However, this had not happened in this case, and there was also nothing in the brain to suggest any particular problems. So that's interesting. So that maybe that is the first and only mention of air embolism where they got the idea. But the problem is the coroner's ruled it out. So I don't know. Mr. Reinberg, the coroner, asked whether there was anything else that Dr. S would have considered that he thinks Dr. J had not considered when he was considering the potential issues in child age deterioration. And Dr. S confirmed that there is nothing else that he could have thought of. Mr. Reinberg, then the coroner, then asked Dr. S whether he would be able to reach any kind of conclusion by eliminating other causes of death. Dr. S confirmed that he would not really be able to do this. Now that's interesting because during the trial, they're assuming murder by eliminating other causes of death, where everyone is, all of the prosecution are, even the jury. But Dr. S confirmed that he wouldn't really be able to do this, as he would simply be hypothesizing. Okay, well, at least someone's got some sense. Mr. Reinberg said whether Dr. S had ever seen anything equivalent to this in the literature. Dr. S confirmed he has not seen anything like this in literature, but these sorts of things can happen in premature neonates because of the circumstances in which they are born. And yet it's nice and handy that they've managed to get rid of this little legal problem with the treatment of the mother and the baby by turning it into a murder case. Interesting, Mr. Bond.